Today I'm inviting you to a Qigong class. It's a Qigong meditation for Course in Miracles students, and which is especially designed for the special idea of part 2, what is forgiveness. You can use this Qigong class to meditate on lessons 221 to 230, or just simply to meditate on forgiveness in general. Have your Course in Miracle book nearby? Have your lesson open? Put it somewhere nearby. We're first going to get into the understanding what forgiveness means, and I will prompt you during the class to read your idea for the day, and also the part where you are talking to God, where you're talking to the source, to the higher consciousness, to the divine consciousness, if you will. My name is Judith. This is the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students, and this is part of the Lucid Mind Center, my virtual training center, which I began working on in 2010. So let's move some Qi, and at the end tell me how this was for you. Find a quiet place where you have got about that much space. Then put your feet shoulder width apart and come into Wuji posture. If you're the first time with me, I suggest you watch the 2 videos, how Qigong can help you as a Course in Miracles students. You find it in the description below. So you relax into Wuji posture. That means here I'm standing normal, and when you go into Wuji posture, you lower the coccyx bone. You open up the hip crease area by kind of sinking the tailbone and bending your knee slightly. That's it. And then just relax. Become aware of your feet as they're touching the ground. Imagine that you're inhaling through the nose. Then exhale. Imagine that you are sinking the breath all the way down into your feet. Exhale. And then imagine that you're growing roots into the earth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Sinking your awareness for now into your feet. You can also grab hold of the earth. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. And now inhale, grab hold of the earth, and exhale, relax. Very good. The second thing I would like you to visualize is the central channel. This is like a pole. This is called the Taiji pole. It's the connection between yin and yang. Yin being the earth and yang being the light or the universe. So the Taiji pole is like a pole which is coming through the crown of our head, going through our body, coming out of the perineum and anchoring itself in the earth. I also call it the pillar of light because this particular pole can open. As the more conscious you become, it can open up depending on the size of our 3 dantians. The pole can only ever open as much up as the smallest of the 3 dantians, the smallest. So if your heart dantian is very small, then the pillar of light can only open that much, even if the lower dantian is that big. So you want to connect to that central channel. Very good. Open up your articulations, put a smile on your face, and let's draw down the heavens. So we're connecting to earth, Qi, inhale up. And now exhale down. Imagine that you're exhaling down through that central channel. Exhale through the mouth. Let's do it one more time. We're collecting earth energy. Inhale and exhale. Our theme today is what is forgiveness. Inhale up. You can say that, what is forgiveness? And then exhale, bring the awareness into your body, bring it into the space which your body occupies. And establish your intention is, I want to know what is forgiveness. I want to know it with every cell of my physical being. Exhale. Every cell of my human experience. Very good. And then we have got the central channel there. So we want to rotate around that central axis. I like that very much for 2 reasons. First of all, or for several reasons. First of all, you are becoming aware of your central channel. Second, you're waking up the organs, which according to Chinese medicine and Qigong, they are storing some of the characteristics of a human. They also call them spirits. Like, for example, fear is stored in the kidneys, but this is also where the life force energy comes from in the first place. This is where we received it. And also where our willpower and our will to live is stored. So both of the things, fear, if the fear is big, then we are obstructing the willpower and the inner peace and the will to live in a kind of a way. Even though the depression is storing itself in the lungs, it is a correlation between kidneys and lungs, according to Chinese medicine, and the heart. The heart is where the unconditional love is stored or associated with, and this is also when you love somebody, you can feel this warmth in this area, and when you have got a broken heart, it hurts in this particular area. So forgiveness is about letting go, overlooking those negative emotions, overlooking the escapades of the ego, and claiming back the virtues which the negative emotions are hiding. Very good. Notice how you feel. Notice that there has been the belly area is opened, the kidney area is opened. And in the liver, this is where anger, jealousy, envy is. The unwillingness to share and also the unwillingness to receive from other people. And the virtue is kindness and generosity. So you know, with the Course in Miracles, kindness and generosity, this is a signal of a teacher of God. Unconditional love, this is really the state of being. According to Chinese medicine, is associated with the heart, and this is also what we can feel. But it's also patience, which is in the heart, and compassion for others and for yourself. So, and this is hidden by impatience and hatred and the unwillingness to love. So you just want to connect a moment to the heart, smile at the heart, and remember that we are totally abstract. So this is just a way we are experiencing this life here on earth, because it does hurt in the heart when we have got a broken heart. And then we go down to the spleen. It does hurt in the belly, and in this particular area when we are nervous, when we are anxious, when we are not trusting the situation. According to Chinese medicine, it's the virtue of the spleen, stomach, pancreas is trust and confidence. And when we are lacking trust and confidence, that's when we become nervous. We are not trusting the situation. And then we feel the nerves in the belly. And that is hiding trust. So smile to your spleen, smile to your stomach and pancreas. Very good. Then afterwards we go into the lungs. This is where the courage and righteousness is, and fairness is stored, according to Chinese medicine. Also the virtues of a teacher of God. And this is hidden behind sadness and grief. So smile at your lungs for a moment. Very good. And after the lungs, we go back to the kidneys, which I have said already, this is where the fear is stored and uncertainty. And the heart has got three helpers. The heart has got the large intestine, now the small intestine, it's got the pericardium, the sac, which is around the heart, and it's got something which is called the triple warmer. These are like three cauldrons which are digesting the qi. You've got the upper one, which is taking external qi in the form of food and air and water. Then you've got the second qi, which is digesting it, which is the stomach, pancreas, this particular area. And then you've got the third cauldron, which is the liver and large intestines, and also the reproductive organs. And this is also where we are separating the good from the bad, just like A Course in Miracle teacher manual is saying in the very first chapter, where we are separating the valuable from the valueless. So this is something which is happening in the lower dantian. So this is called the triple warmer. And in Chinese medicine, the triple warmer is also in charge of our relationships. It controls, one thing is it controls the heat in our body, but it also controls the heat of our relationships, and it's connected with the heart. It's the relationships with other people, it's the relationships towards your higher self, but it's also the relationship towards your holy self, your Holy Spirit, and the divine. So the triple warmer is very important for us Course in Miracles students, and it's also important because it's got those three areas, like the Holy Trinity again. So there where you're taking in, there where you digest, and there where you let go. Also a yin-yang situation. The yin-yang needs to come together to return back to unity. As long as the yin-yang is separate, it cannot return. And this we can see in the Course in Miracle as well. As long as the ego is separate from the self, the union cannot happen. So the ego has to return back into the light. It has to give up its need or want for darkness. So ego is an aspect of ourselves. It's our own aspect which is desiring the darkness. So this needs to come back into unity so we can return back to the experience of a real world, of this real experience. And forgiveness is that action. It's bringing the ego back into alignment with the light. It's overlooking the things which are seemingly hurting us, or what other people are doing or saying to us. Nobody is doing nothing to you. You are doing it all to yourself. So let's just connect to this particular thing a moment. And in the body, in the physical body, the stress and fear, it is manifesting itself through the hormone called cortisol. And we have a very nice Qigong flow, which is called the cortisol flush. And it goes like this. You inhale, and then you bring your hands over to the kidneys, and then you let go and say, Choo! And then you collect the confidence of the earth, you bring it up above you, and you are aligning everything again. And you say, which is the sound of the chest. But we go up again. We inhale, collect the confidence of the earth, bring it to our kidneys, inhaling, and then we say, Choo! And we let it go. We are deciding with our intention that we want to get rid of a surplus of cortisol, of that hormone which is bringing us into a fight or flight mode. And then we go up and we balance the triple warmer and the central channel. Very good. And then we can add a third sound which is specifically for the triple warmer. You collect Qi, bring it to your mouth, and then you say he, like if you were saying he, the man. Very good. Notice how you feel. Let's do it one more time. This is called the cortisol flush in combination to balancing the triple warmer and the central channel. So let's do that again. Collect the earth Qi, the confidence of the earth, bring it into the kidneys, come up on your toes, and then say, Choo! Then collect Qi from the air, bring it to your mouth, and let's balance the triple warmer. Very good. Observe how you feel. And then we collect earth chi again, bring it above us, and open and cleanse the central channel with very good. Just observe a moment what has happened in your body. And let's do one more. Collect the earth chi, bring it to the kidneys, and then say then collect chi from the humanity, from everybody around us, your connections. We are cleaning up our connections, our relationships, and then we say balancing the triple warmer, which is connected to our relationships, which is overlooking the heat of our relationships, and we want to cool it down. And then we are going to use the lung sound to balance mind, body with our spirit. Inhale, and then say very good. And we're going to do one last one. Just observe for a moment, breathe normal. And we're going to do that last one. Collect chi from the earth, bring it here to the kidneys, come up on your toes, and then say relax. Then collect chi from the sides, from humanity, bring it into to the mouth. Inhale, and then say very good. And then we come up and central channel. Very good. Notice how you feel. And then let's shake out anything which has loosened itself. And you can say, what is forgiveness? And then just let go. Any kind of obstructions and obstacles which are holding you back for applying forgiveness. You might feel it as tensions in the body. You might feel certain emotions. You might feel anxiety in a place. So you just kind of open up your pelvis, open up your body, and just imagine that you're letting it go, exhaling it out, letting it go down to the earth. I'm, for example, feeling a bit of anxiety in my belly. So I'm focusing my mind onto the belly, and I'm letting my belly hang like the Buddha. And then I inhale, and then I go. And I'm kind of shaking this area and breathing through it while I'm exhaling, letting go. Forgiveness is about letting things go. Forgiving yourself, shining, looking past that darkness and always looking at the light. One more. Very good. Notice how you feel. And there's another place where there's a lot of stress accumulated. This is in the meridian, which is called Dai Mai. This is the only horizontal meridian we have, and it's approximately at the waistline. So you can just put your hands here on a moment and become aware of that Dai Mai channel. So in the acupuncture line, it's a very precise line which going down below the belly button and then comes out into the Mingmen. But when we are working energetically, you can more look at it as a belt. So you can just imagine that there's like a belt here where there's a lot of stress accumulates here. This is also why we get belly fat, because we are protecting ourselves from this kind of fear stress. I also call it the belt of fear, which can be rather big, where we keeping the fear away out of our awareness. So then we have got other kind of emotions which are standing in for fear, like for example anger or grief or worry or things like that. So connect to that belt channel a moment, and then we're going to clean that out before we're going to read our lesson. Connect, and then just put your hands onto one side on the liver and the kidney on the other side, and then you just go like this. Inhale. Let's do one more. So I'm touching the liver here because this is on my right side. If you're touching your left side, this is where your spleen is. Let's do one more. And now we're going to do the other side. So here I'm on my left side now, you're probably on your right. This is where my spleen, stomach, pancreas is. So I'm connecting to this, and we do the same. Very good. If you need more, you can pause it and do a few more. And we have done 6 on this side, so we're going to do 3 on the first side we did. Very good. Notice how you feel and let go. Very good. Notice how you feel. And then just let's draw down the heaven 3 times, becoming aware of our central channel, remembering we are the holy children of God. We are the holy Son of God. Inhale, connect to the heavenly source, and exhale, bring it down. Bring the awareness down into the center of your physical space. You want to claim this space for your true self. Inhale. And claim this space again for your true self. Exhale. Forgive yourself that you didn't know better. Inhale. And bring the light down into the awareness of yourself. Exhale. And just notice how you feel for a moment. Very good. And then take your book. You can also sit down if you've got your book nearby and you want to sit down for a moment. And then read the idea for today. And then read the one part which is in Italica, which is it's got a different format, different font, which is where you are actually connecting to the Father. Where you talk. This is like prayer. Very good. And then read one more time the sentence of your lesson. Very good. And then just say this sentence. And then inhale. And exhale. And say the sentence to yourself. If you forget the sentence, then you just glance at it again. And the movement is called opening the chi, is one of the very popular movements. So you're just breathing up and you're exhaling down. And you sink down when you're breathing up. When you bring your hands up, you sink your body. And then you come up again. But you don't need to sink if this is too much or you have got any kind of pain anywhere. You can just lift up your hands. You can also do this seated. Inhale and exhale, and then say your phrase, say your idea. And do it super slowly. And after you've repeated the sentence a few times, then just allow yourself to enjoy the awareness of this sentence. And you can also invite your Holy Spirit in to give you clarification. Oh. Inhale up and exhale down. One more. Very good. And then bring your hands in front of your belly. And just allow yourself to stand here for 1 minute, feeling the central channel, feeling the presence of your holy self, of your Holy Spirit, and of the divine source itself within you. You can glance at your sentence if you have forgotten it. Mine is, God is with me. I live and breathe in Him. And now you inhale up and bring it to the chest. And just for 30 seconds, embrace the idea. Basically 3 breaths. One last one. Repeat the sentence with your breath. Inhale. And now exhale and just allow yourself to sink deep into this. And then inhale and sink the hands down. And we're gonna do another minute. If you can't lift up your hands, you just let them hang there. And if you can't stand, you just sit. But the ones which are versed in Qigong, let's do it one more time for 1 minute. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe normal. Relax into the pose. Repeat your idea for today. And exhale. Bring your hands down if you need to, otherwise you can keep them up. Very good. And now you inhale up, bring them up one more time. We're going to try another 30 to 40 seconds, 3 breaths. Very slow, quiet, soft breaths. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. You're kind of laying as if your hands were laying on an energy field of the earth, or you imagine that you're like standing in the water and the hands are floating. And one more breath. And exhale down. Inhale and sink the hands down in the exhale. Very good. And we're going to do last 30 seconds, last 3 breaths. You can keep your hands up if you can. Inhale. Say the phrase in your mind. Or just experience what it actually means. Very good. And last breath. Keep your hands still in position. Exhale. And now prepare to sink your hands down. Inhale and sink. Let your hands hang down. Notice how you feel. Feel the power in your hands. This is building qi, building light within you. Very good. And we're going to close now with drawing 3 times, drawing down the heavens. Exhale, reinforcing the central channel. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale through the nose. And last one. Put your feet together. And then just allow yourself for just a moment to move. And just remember the sentence one more time. And let's close everything into alignment. Let's put everything back into alignment. Inhale and exhale. One more. In, bringing heaven and earth, spirit and yourself into alignment. Inhale. Heaven and earth and spirit and yourself, the Holy Sun, into alignment. Last one. And exhale. Thank you so much for participating. If you want to meditate now, go ahead, do that. Afterwards, come back and tell me how this was for you. And love, light, and qi to you.